all situated. It looks all dancing.
I thought I situated it. I thought I did.
Yeah, well, it's on.
Okay, I see it right there on YouTube.
So it's live, so you're good.
So now Twitch, how do I set this up?
Yeah. Turn this game for Kim so she can try it out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, I put $10 in your card because, you know, I went to somewhere else. I felt bad. So I was like, oh shit, I need to go drop this off. Tony's car. I can't. I need Tony's car. I know.
Okay, I can hear it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Piper, you know what
I just want to make sure that.
Stream. Okay, I want to see it. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing show you before.
I don't know. I'm just
Oh, hit it. B.o.P. Tap. So we got
Yeah, I'm
that.
saying, you see my shit?
I don't give a shit. You say whatever you need to.
Okay,
I got to ever run. B.o.P. shared
Se
all
me dio
that.
comida
Talk that stuff. And keep that close because, you know, we got other people involved.
So, as you just saw just 2 seconds ago, my brother Kelowitz just has to do a quick errand, so I'll be starting off on the podcast and getting, you know, everything situated and everything like that. It was a pretty light week of what happening, but there's definitely some stuff that definitely did happen, and 100% there was some interesting stuff. Some stuff I kind of knew was going to happen, but then other things that, you know, we don't know like exactly what's going to be happening soon. So, but you know, some kind of things are happening. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is Reggie, you know, the former president of Microsoft. You know, back in
the best one, it has DHA.
it was last year that Gamestop decided to put him on the board members. It was going to be a huge thing. Reggie was supposed to try to, you know, help out the company, try to get him on the run because, you know, as people have known, it's no surprise that Gamestop is not doing so well. Not much at all, except for, of course, you know, what happened earlier with the whole stock situation thing, but of course, you know what's happening with that. But it was just announced that this week it happened that he is leaving the board of directors of GameStop along with 8 other members. They're actually going to replace. They didn't say exactly who's going to get replaced or what, but it is kind of funny that Reggie's leaving and he hasn't even been on. Well, they announced it in March of last year that he was doing it, but he didn't get to like, you know, the actual desk until like September. So it's not even a full year of this whole situation that happened. And it's just like, I wonder what's happening down there. I wonder because honestly, Reggie, he did so well as the president of Nintendo of America. Did fantastic. Was one of the guys that, you know, made everything live, made everything exactly, you know, what made Nintendo popular. He did a lot of right moves for Nintendo of America, helped them out get out there. And then, of course, when he retired a couple of years ago, it did. A lot of people were sad about that. But then, of course, when this was announced that he's getting back into the, you know, world of gaming, not like the actual game company, but working for a game company as one of the directors, it was like, okay, let's see what he's going to do. Let's see what he's going to try to, you know, get GameStop back to, I guess, well, me, that was really wishful thinking, of course, getting back into the old glory days of how GameStop was back in the day and not how it is now. But with him leaving like this, along with the 8 other members, it just make you just wonder, like, is GameStop okay? Like, pretty much, it's a huge turnover, huge.
Alexa,
And
turn the temperature in
they
the living
were,
room to 53
you know,
degrees.
trying to get some new members onto the thing, but they haven't decided on what. And then, of course, you know, GameStop not doing well due to, you know, the pandemic. And of course, the whole stock market situation that happened, you know, made GameStop kind of like a joke type of thing because all the funders were looking at GameStop GameStop that it was gonna fail anyway. But then, of course, it did not fail as much, but stock. It was a funny situation, the whole thing, but it's just crazy. He was with Nintendo for 15 years, and then he's already leaving this position already. It's like, it makes you wonder, like, GameStop is in a really bad position, worse than, we originally thought, which, I mean, I'm not shocked by it because, like I said, I already knew GameStop wasn't doing too well, especially with, all the allegations going on, situation that's happening. Of course, allegedly, have to say that, I don't want to get into it or anything like that. So, and of course, me, I used to work for the company too, and I knew how they used to run and everything. So, I was hoping, Reggie would be able to, bring some, modernization, help out with the company, try to, pick up its feet because, I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest fan, but I didn't want them to completely fail. But with this happening, I don't know that. I think honestly they should have someone who knows about the games, knows about at least the companies. Like if you're gonna work for a company like this, especially if you're gonna be one of the board members or anything like that, I think it's important to be in the world of gaming and actually know the situation of gaming in order to get into a field like this. Because it's like you understand how everything works. And it seems like a lot of the people that hire at GameStop don't even know much about games, they're not even fans of games, they just only care about, the money. Which it sucks that's what they came to, but it is, it is a situation where you have to talks, of course. So when money talks, they have to figure out a way to make that work. That's why I was so excited when they announced Reggie because he's been in the games, but like I said, working for Nintendo for 15 years. It's crazy. It's like I wonder how they're going to save face and how they're going to deal with the situation. Who is going to replace it?
That's the training, so it's okay.
So the CEO, George Sherman, provided very little insight during the company's early earnings call this week, which they did do earnings call this week. It was more of a public one, but they didn't answer any questions or provide any meaningful details. The only thing they did that was provide is that GameStop did lose some money during the last year, which not too shocking because I know most of these stores were closed anyway, and with the pandemic going on and everything, it didn't do so well. But with the new system that launched, of course the Xbox Series X and the PS5, it kind of helped them a little bit. But with that situation, they did lose a lot of money. They lose over $100 million. So it's pretty crazy. But their online sales did increase by 175%, which makes sense. Everyone was buying games online. Everyone was buying games online because of the situation, pandemic going on. So of course that they were gonna buy games online. Everyone's online thing went up, and it represented about 30% of the net sales of the fourth quarter of the 2020. And of course 12% of the sales that came in the 2019 quarter. So, and usually these type of meetings always usually has some Q&As for people to answer, but they didn't have a section for the Q&A. They didn't want to answer any questions, which I get why, because if you're losing money, what questions they're gonna ask, and of course the whole fiasco with the whole stock market situation. Of course, that probably didn't sit pretty with them either. So with those two situations, they didn't want to answer any questions because, let's be real, if questions were to be answered, that would be the only thing we'll be focusing on and nothing will get done. But those are questions that are important enough what's happening, especially, it's a huge thing with GameStop, with them losing money because their stocks were doing horrible just last year. And then, of course, everything went up because of that. Now, everything is, I guess you could say, stabilizing, but thinking if I remember correctly, everything's about like $100 a share. So that's gonna be interesting. Net sales for the whole year was 2.2 billion, which compared to 2019, it was 2.194 billion. As you can see, they did lose about 100 million in sales. They still did a lot of money, but they didn't make the amount that they were supposed to, because each year you're supposed to go up in sales. That's how it is with companies. The way CEOs look at things, like if you're not increasing, it's a bad thing. And with GameStop, they seem like they've been decreasing every year, and it just seems like they're going to keep losing money. I know the quarters before this quarter, they lost, I believe it was around in the 200 millions. 200 millions they lost, and that's just incredible, like how much they lost on that. It's a lot of things going on right now with the whole GameStop CEO, because with fees and leaving,
$3,000. It's worth more than you. Can you stop trying to buy my ring? Thank you.
Not pretty crazy.
How do you mute like the
And of
audio?
course,
Like, I don't know.
with the news coming up, stocks fell down even further, and it's going to keep dropping probably because it doesn't seem like much of good news is happening right now with GameStop.
How do you turn off the game?
It's going to keep going down, 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 down.
I don't know. You really think I know how to do that?
With GameStop Chief Financial Officer Jim Bell leaving the company last month with the 2.8 million severance package, they're bleeding out money, and it's not good. It doesn't seem like they're getting with the times. I'm hoping soon we can try to figure stuff out with the whole situation, with Microsoft being part of this now, because let's be real, they need to focus on their digital front, and it doesn't seem like they're focusing on physicals and used games and all that type of stuff, which a lot of people nowadays are going digital. I mean, I'm personally like the physical because I like having the games and having the physical copies of the games, but with a lot of people that go in digital, it's easier. You can download it. A lot of people have the internet space. A lot of people are getting the external hard drives or have the biggest hard drives, or even the cloud data. They have all that, and it's just people are going that route, and most companies to be able to a lot of companies will be able to focus on the digital way, and some companies are doing a great job on that, including Amazon, Best Buy, things like that. But with GameStop, it doesn't seem like they're focusing on that, and they really need to. I know they were trying to do some tests in other stores to try to see, make it a new unique experience at GameStop that people come to GameStop, but they just testing it out. It has been fully rolled out. So, and I know the year that we had last year definitely helped them. So who knows what the rest of this year is going to bring, especially with who's going to be replacing the CEO, the board of directors, if they're all going to be replacing. Who knows? We don't even know what's going to happen. I don't want to say it because I don't like wishing bad things, but if they don't get their stuff together, they're not. I don't know how long they're gonna last. Like, I don't know who knows that we're gonna last until next year and then this year. I mean, I don't want to wish bad on the company, of course. I mean, GameStop was one of the favorite companies I used to work for, and one of the favorite companies that I enjoyed. I'm not going to, look bad on them, but if they don't shape up and start changing stuff, it's not going to be a good look for them. They need to figure things out. Let's see. With them losing Reggie, and now, with the way the sales coming in, it didn't go too well, that it's pretty much going to be a wait and see game on what's going to happen. But, and some other news that, that did happen, which is for a game that I'm actually because I'm not the biggest fan of, I'm not really good at these type of games, like survival shooter type of games, but I don't know if you guys remember the game Back 4 Blood, the one that came out. Well, it didn't come out yet, but the trailer was released last year, and originally it's it's supposed to be, I guess, what they would call a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. It pretty much plays the exact same way, and the looks look kind of like similar, like an upgraded version of it. And, I mean, the game looks fun, and from what I saw, it looks fun. And originally, the game was supposed to come out June 22nd of this year, but it got actually delayed. They had to, of course, with a lot of games having been delayed, it's always been games have been getting delayed since last year. So it's not a surprise, but they do need to. So it's good that they let us know. It looks like it's going to be coming out in October of this year, the 12th. So, like I said, it's good that they gave it some time, but the good news that they did say that they are planning to have an open beta test that's going to happen sometime in the summer. Of course, they didn't give us the exact date because I'm sure they're trying to still figure things out and trying to still make it, somewhat work for an open beta and be able to answer, try to fix any issues that people have, when they try to open beta. So, I'm excited for that game. I'm sure you guys, who are fans of Left 4 Dead and been wanting a Left 4 Dead sequel, we're not going to get the Left 4 Dead sequel, but this game, Back 4 Blood, I think we'll be able to sustain your hunger until the situation, until it comes out. Now, another thing I want to give some updates on the new Balan Wonder World game that just came out. Just came out on the 26th. It's one of the games that I was extremely happy about because it's by the same makers who did one of my favorite Saturn games of all time, Knights game, and also the original Sonic the Hedgehog creator. He was creating this game, and of course, when the trailers first came out, I was excited. I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic. This is like what I want. A platformer with the looks of Knights. And I'm just like, okay, this is going to be fun. I'm excited. Then back in January, they released the demo of the game. And, of course, I tried the demo because I wanted to know, is this game going to be good? I was hoping, this game's going to be good. I mean, come on. Look who's on it. It's going to be good. Oh, man. I was so disappointed with it. That, it just didn't play right, didn't felt right. It was kind of boring. Some of the I guess the humanized characters, I guess you could say, look kind of boring. Some of the costumes, I would say, of the other creatures that you could turn into was pretty cool, but some of the movements just looked weird. I know that they did fix some of those situations with the day one patch. And of course, with the game that just came out. So far, I'm definitely going to be playing it. I did get the game because sucker for a game like this. And they did release a day one patch because they had a situation that happened with the game, which is kind of yikes that this actually happened. That they released the game without the patch, and there was a moment in the final boss. I won't say exactly, I don't want to spoil it or anything like that, but there's a moment that does a special kind of flickery flash that could bring up epilepsy. If you have epilepsy, you can have a seizure. And that's dangerous for a game to have. Usually most games don't have things like that. Or if they do, they have some kind of warning. But with the new game, with the game, they didn't have that kind of warning. It was just like, wow, pretty much you have to download the day one patch, which luckily, once you put in the game and have internet connection, the patch will download and you'll be able to, play the game without worrying about that flash. And also they said they fixed some of the gameplay situations and all that, but with that happening, it was kind of scary, because what happens if you don't have the internet and you can't download the patch? I wonder if it's a game going to still work, or are they going to play the game and risk not knowing, because who knows? Not everyone's going to read all the news that's going on and things like that. How will they know if things like that happen? If their child gets hurt with the whole epileptic seizure type of thing, that's going to be a situation that is not going to be good. But like I said, I'm still going to give this game a chance. I'm still going to definitely play it because, like I said, it's from a demo. I'm hoping that they fixed it. Hopefully they get the situated thing. But I'm hoping that it will work. Generations is, I love it. It's really good. I love how smooth it plays. I love how everything loads quicker. Everything's much better because, let's be real, I got the PS4 when it pretty much first came out and it was on its last legs. Everything was slow, everything was hiccuping. So I was kind of happy I got the PS5 when I did because I was in the process of playing, as people know, I'm playing the Trails Cold Steel series, which I freaking love. It's so much better that it's just like, plays so much better and I love it. And there's no PS5 games that I really like, gotta play right now, but obviously when the new Ratchet and Clank game comes out, I'm gonna be excited about that. So it'll be a really good situation. It's gonna be a really good game. I'm excited for that game. Obviously, of course, I'm excited for Final Fantasy 16.
See how she's going sniffing around? See,
There's still some games that, I'm excited for. Obviously, any game that comes out now,
everything that's new,
she's getting it for the PS5 instead of the PS4 because, I have the new system and I'll be able to. I do love the fact that I was able to transfer all my PS4 games that I had downloaded and transfer all save it. I did it very seamlessly. It was very easy. It took like about, I think, a couple hours to transfer everything happen, but it transferred everything pretty easily, and I was able to connect my external hard drive and be able to, get that situated, which was a good idea.
Be careful, okay? See how she is there because she thinks that she's in trouble. She's not.
Sorry, I was just trying to. But yeah, it was actually.
She's not.
It was actually, like I said, I'm actually pretty happy with everything that's going on right now.
You took her away from her mom, so she looks at me like
It's a very good investment.
And we are all in.
Xbox. I'm probably gonna eventually get that. So eventually I'll be getting that. But they haven't, like I said, haven't got any games for it that I definitely want to try. Just, trying to figure that situation out and everything.
Was there to strip her away from her family.
So I just trying to make some, get some things.
See in the tail?
Good.
She's getting used to it. She's learning that we're not here to hurt her.
Okay, Oma, this is your toy.
Just be a
That's
second,
maybe a real
just
back.
trying
That's just a toy.
How's Hank being so low? They all see you're stressed.
I
You're
know,
stressed out,
I'm so.
Hi guys.
I'm trying
let's
to
do this. What's happening? What's happening?
Okay, so I already talked about the Reggie situation. I already talked about the back for blood.
Sorry guys, I came back from a trip. We got a very little panel, so 12 hours later.
Yeah, so now we could definitely talk about, the big news, which I was waiting for him to come in.
Did you do the intro? Follow us, B.o.P. on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you get your podcasts. As soon as this is done, we're going to upload the actual video podcast going forward. Dude, you had so many calls. Oh, no, we got two. All right, so what's going on, fam? Light week, it was a bit lazy.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Not us. The news was kind of, but there was one big news.
Oh, which I was waiting for you to
And now we
discuss.
could discuss because it caught me off guard. I didn't know, and then we had a behind-the-scenes take on what does it really mean.
Oh,
and I was
that's
so
huge.
bothered because it's more than the Bethesda purchase.
Oh yeah. So pretty much,
So well,
it's
first off,
been
did you say what we're talking about?
no,
Microsoft.
Microsoft alleged is in the talks. It's in the talks of buying Discord.
$10 billion.
Over $10 billion. So
That's more than Bethesda, by the way. Bethesda's a big deal. That's Elder Scrolls and all those types. That's a big deal.
Let me
Now
give
talking $10 billion for Discord.
let me give you a little background of Discord and how important it
Because
is.
I don't.
So pretty much what Discord is, it pretty much makes video chatting, creating forums, creating rooms and all that much easier, and doing voice calls. It got huge for last year because with the pandemic going on, it got huge.
And how long is Discord been around for? A couple of years.
Yeah. They're very new.
Discord's mainly, when I had my experience with Discord, it was mainly for PC, guild / raid type of software to utilize, so everybody can talk at once. Because those types of games is MMO RPGs, but they only have a little chat system, and then having the user voice would hinder the game during the game, so they use the software. That's what I'm familiar with. But 10 billion?
Exactly. Because pretty much, people were using it for watching movies. That's 140 million subscribers, active subscribers.
How much?
140 million.
140 million?
Yes.
Oh, she can't listen to the chat. Excuse me. Somebody's brain into the PlayStation 5.
It has 140 million users to Discord, which is huge. And the amount of users, and they're all active users because Discord is not just used in America, it is used all over the world. Meaning that people, you could be talking to people in Japan, India, China, Pakistan, Greece. You're all talking to each other, and it's all everyone uses. It's so popular. It's just so fantastic that they're trying to think. And basically, what Xbox is trying to do, because they're trying to.
She'll think I'm antisocial if I did it.
So the reason why Xbox wants to buy Discord, this is the big reason why.
Microsoft.
One word. Community. Community. I'll explain.
Explain that.
So, all the other big companies, Google has YouTube, Amazon has Twitch, Facebook has Instagram and WhatsApp, and Apple has their own app store. Microsoft doesn't really have anything to connect with the community like that, like all those other things. Like, how huge YouTube is, how huge Twitch is, how huge Instagram is. Microsoft does not have something like that. So they've been trying in the past, they tried to get TikTok, failed. They tried to get Pinterest, failed. So now they're trying to get Discord, and maybe offering so much money is probably going to entice them. Because, if this situation still goes through, it's looking like it'll probably happen next month. But like I said, everything's in the talks.
They're in exclusive talks currently.
Exclusive talks.
Enhanced talks.
Exactly.
Number crunching.
This could happen next month. That's what I'm saying. This is huge. It could happen next month. But yeah, that's why Xbox wants it. Because basically what they're trying to focus on now is, because you know how Xbox is focusing on cloud gaming and playing games that everyone able to go play pretty much cloud on the PCs along with, on their Xbox. And the whole thing is building a community, getting people to speak with each other, because the important thing about Discord is it's mainly a gaming situation. Everyone who's plays games, watches people plays games, getting into little forms like you're saying, we're playing with MMORPGs and stuff like that, everyone getting together. Even when I use it with my friends when we do D&D sessions, that we use Discord to do that. It's Discord is such a huge thing. It's a huge thing for, of course, the new generation Z and the millennials all using Discord. So with Xbox getting their hand on it, when it's as popular as it is, with millions of different kind of chat rooms Discord have, and of course, like I said, 140 million users, Microsoft will be able to get a handle of this. Even Phil Spencer talked about this, saying how important Discord is, that they want to get their hands on it. He's even saying that, and that's important.
So
Microsoft does not have any community type of things. What do they do?
They have live chat through Xbox Live.
That's not big. That's not no one's they're trying to get something big. That's why.
What does Sony have besides PS5? That's voice. That's community based for voice.
Well, they need Slack. They're slacking too.
Nintendo.
They're slacking.
Okay. So
you don't understand.
they purchased Skype. We thought Skype was going to be it.
It's not.
It's not.
No one uses Skype anymore. Back then, it was maybe people use it.
And took their resources.
And that's why they're trying to get something, because now they're trying to get Discord, because Discord is popping.
Discord is primarily tied to gaming.
Popping.
And I'm glad it's not Google that bought it, because Google would have killed it.
Well, Google already has YouTube. Google already has YouTube already, and YouTube is a huge thing.
I mean, yeah, because it's community.
But that's the thing.
Look,
That's what Microsoft wants, a community. They don't have one yet.
I'm struggling with Discord because I only view it as just the band-aid of voice chat. Shouts out to Rainway because they use Discord for their community.
Trust me, I'm telling you right now, Discord is good, it's important, and honestly, Microsoft is making a good move doing this.
We should put an Xbox logo and Discord logo and just prance on it.
I'm not saying that because you know I'm a Sony fan, you know that.
Clearly.
But I'm just letting you know they're finally doing this.
I can't justify 10 billion for it, but I guess because the thing is, again, they purchased Skype. Where did that go?
Nowhere.
Okay, and Xbox Live. Xbox Live was actually Xbox Live. The actual service was obviously out there longer than PlayStation, and it's been better.
But the community is not there. It's very small.
Microsoft, yeah, it's only
exactly like with getting Discord, they'd be able to get everyone because, like I said, 140 million users. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That is a lot, and they'll be able to get that.
140
million. 140 billion. That's not. We already have 7 billion in the world.
So once it goes through.
If it goes through, remember, not all of this, they're in talks right now.
If it goes through.
Yes.
What do you think they're going to do with it?
Well, that's what they have to try to figure that out because they could be a bunch of things. They could integrate it with their games a lot easier. They could integrate it with their PC since it's Microsoft PC. They can integrate it with things like that. They can find a way to integrate. I don't know all the stuff like that because I'm not like into the technical things like that. I know you would know things like that more than I would. But they could easily integrate it with their Microsoft system, which will make it a lot easier for people to access it. Of course, they can integrate it to the Xbox. They could integrate it with, Game Pass. Because people do play games like, chatting and all that. They can integrate it to make it a lot easier to access it.
Yeah.
Because, you have to open Discord by itself in order to think. Yeah. Maybe they could find a way to integrate it to make it like, okay, it's just a button away. Boom, bam, Discord pops up. It could be things like that.
It could be used in the background and support all what Discord offers.
Exactly.
I don't know how it would use Discord, or maybe Discord would be the replacement of the back end of Xbox Live to even make it better.
That's a possibility that we don't know though. Like I said, everything's in the early stages. They're just talking right now, but it's just getting leaked out. And Microsoft did just buy Bethesda company.
For 7.5 billion, and that's justifiable because there was IPs that they could get a hold of and monetize.
Now this one, it's a big thing, but like I said, with what I said, community, that's going to be huge because they're looking at in the future, because Microsoft did mention that they're looking at creating a community for the future because it's very important. Because communities is what's built, like, everyone likes being part of a community.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why YouTube is so big. That's why Twitch is so big.
Yeah.
Because of the community. People like, watching people play games. People like, playing the game and having people watch them. They like all that. Microsoft doesn't have anything like that. But this could possibly help them with that if it goes through, obviously. Because like I said, they tried getting TikTok before it failed. They tried getting Pinterest before it failed.
TikTok failed because of the whole entire issue. But
they were trying to buy them.
Yeah, it was like they could have been the only company to buy them at that moment to make it an American brand and keep TikTok.
Well, yeah, because I know it was China. It was a whole huge issue for China. Pinterest.
Oh, yeah.
They tried getting Pinterest too.
So,
I mean, they want a community.
Microsoft was big with the Xbox Live in their community. What they're trying to do above that?
Build more. They want more. Do you understand how important communities are nowadays? Do you understand that? Even me as who plays single players, I don't really play multiplayer. You play multiplayer more than I do. You should understand how important communities are.
Yeah.
You should understand that.
Yeah. I just don't get what. I mean, we never got why Xbox did Game Pass, and look where it's at now.
It's huge. It's
This
pretty
goes
much
to
the only
Apple,
thing
you
that's
got
selling Xbox
Xbox.
right. It's pretty much the only thing selling Xboxes right now.
So it does make sense. So the way he's moving forward, I think maybe it's too soon or too high, or maybe it might be a 10 billion, but certain breakdowns of the amount. I don't know because I can't.
Like I said,
can
everything
understand
is too
2 or
soon.
3 billion.
But they can't hear you? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but not.
Well, like I said, nothing has been finalized. Everything's in the talks right now. Who knows? Maybe when they think to, maybe the amount might go lower. Who knows? Maybe it might even not happen. Like I said, with like what happened with TikTok, we don't know what's gonna happen, but it could possibility. Like everything's in the talks right now. Everything's in serious talks, not just regular talks.
Yeah,
It's serious, exclusive talks. Yes,
Exclusive talks.
it's a very.
To make sure this happens, and I'll be happy for them. For that amount, though, I can't justify it.
Well,
I personally cannot justify.
like I said, they'll definitely have to try to figure things out.
I don't get it. I don't get the uptick of the set. I'm trying to share in the book, you know. But I don't know how I would do that right off the bat. I just, again, sorry for me being a little bit blacked out, a little beat up, only because I came from a long trip.
Very long trip.
Got up mad early, so I'm doing my thing. Share via post, dude. We share it, man. Popular.
But yeah, what is your take on the whole Reggie Fils-Aimé situation? Because I already did my take the whole beginning. So what's yours?
So why he left?
Pretty much he left. He didn't. There was no reason why he left.
What do you mean
He left.
he's out?
He's out. He left. Not even a whole year.
So we gotta find out why.
It was announced on March that he was supposed to start the company last March.
Find out why.
He didn't get into the actual office until like about September,
I mean, it's like my seat
and then
is
he's
dirty.
out.
I don't want y'all anymore. I'm out.
Then he's out. I think it's because games.
retro system in front.
Honestly, like I was saying earlier, GameStop's not doing that well. You know that they're not doing that well.
Because now they just sold. I know they sold some stock. They sold some of the value that they.
And they
regained
also
to invest in themselves.
they also did their quarter four earnings and stuff.
Yeah.
They lost $100 million, so they're going down again. They keep going down every year. They have not gained money in years. They keep going down. Like I already gave my opinion. I kind of did a little lashing on GameStop, but
Shouts out to deep fucking value, but I'm gonna say this: they're still in value, and I still think they have a chance. I personally still think they have a chance. They were the.
I don't.
They're the reasons why we got our PS5s.
I honestly,
Stop bullying them.
I'm sorry.
got
I have to be real. I have to keep it my opinion, my real opinion, and I don't think they're gonna last until next year. I know. I hate to say that. I don't want to wish that. I want them to do well. I'm not saying I wish that on them, but the way that they're going, they're not doing anything to get with the times. They just
Hopefully the Chewy,
losing it.
the former Chewy exec will do something as far as e-commerce. Maybe they might shift towards more of e-commerce because mainly everything is now digital.
Well, that's
Or
what they
maybe
need to
it could be
focus.
subscription, too.
That's what I was saying. That they need to focus on digital because everyone else is
But
doing
what if they
that.
offer their own subscription-based type deal?
It would all have to depend on how it works and how it's going to work. That like what they're going to do. Is it going to be physical copies? Is it going to be just digital copies? Is it going to be like cloud series? Oh, they're on this time, so.
So.
I think now it's down to like 100, but it's yeah.
October 8th.
But yeah, I know that they were like dirt.
GameStop is at currently 178 as of close Friday.
Okay, so it is 170.
Now,
Okay.
a year ago, October 8th, right?
Yeah.
October 8th was at $13.50. See? Got that, baby. $13.50 a share. And Microsoft went to this deal. That's odd, right? That's odd.
Well, yeah.
So we didn't know why. And we
Maybe
knew that at that
Microsoft
point-
wants to get rid of them and then make it to their own thing. Maybe.
And that's, it could be.
It could be possible.
It could have been.
That could be
they
that.
Have a controlled partnership with GameStop and its investors and make it as a Microsoft front.
Yeah, because you
But
know
at
how
the same
Microsoft
time
has
sell
stores,
games.
but maybe they could turn the GameStop into Microsoft stores or whatever.
And then
they
still
wanna
sell games which now throws anti-competitive because now you're talking about Nintendo and Sony being sold under Microsoft's name.
Exactly.
So I don't think that would be smart.
That wouldn't be
It
smart.
would be killed through FCC. The regulators would kill it. But FTC or the DOJ, Department of Justice.
I was about to say, the DOJ.
No, it goes through all that, but the mainly is DOJ makes the call.
That will not happen. That will not happen.
So I don't think that happens. Okay, my prediction is based on October 8th announcement through Microsoft of a strategic digital and physical copy partnership with GameStop. On top of GameStop, exclusive talks, Microsoft exclusive talks to purchase Discord at $10 billion, and GameStop slacking still, and selling B-Valley coming back to the company. They're gonna close down some stores. They're gonna probably rebuild, make them look sexy.
We'll
We've
see.
still been waiting on that. But never
We'll see.
have.
Well, there was a couple of test stores, but it was only test stores that they
And
did
I'm
that
thinking, based on Chewy and how successful Chewy is with the subscription, and if you don't know what Chewy is, it's literally a subscription type of setup
for dog food. For pet food.
for pets.
For pet stuff, yeah.
So what if they turn around and they do that for GameStop, but with exclusive with Microsoft, and Microsoft gets a cut from GameStop as well as.
So what they're gonna
Microsoft
do?
gets
Just sell
in
Microsoft
developer
games and that's it?
Digital
Microsoft only?
or merch.
Microsoft only?
Yeah, why not? That's not DOJ violation though.
Are you sure? Because that seems like that's kind of DOJ
If that was
violation.
the case, they should have caught it on October 8th of 2020.
Because I was just
Because
thinking,
if they do that,
if they do
no,
that.
competition brings innovation. So Sony has to do something smart to get that to compete, right? What other company besides GameStop that Sony can do?
Nothing I can think of. Best Buy?
That'd be a ballsy move for
That's the only thing I can think of. Well, Amazon won't do it. They're too damn fucking big. They're gonna be their own thing.
They could, yeah, they suck. Sorry.
Amazon is huge though. They make money. Like I don't know anyone who doesn't use Amazon.
What if PS5 wants exclusivity with subscription or Prime?
That could be a possibility. That could be a possibility. Or I have Prime. All my roommates have Prime.
So what if they get some PS5 exclusives? Some Sony swag or reward points by selling of Amazon Prime as a strategic partnership. You don't know that? The cell phone carriers do it with all those subscriptions. T-Mobile's Netflix, it was Quibi. And then what else did they have? They have something else that's free.
Does it? And I know I heard it online. Why can't I remember
Yeah,
it?
T-Mobile has something else for free baked in.
Why can't I remember? Hulu? No.
I know it's
Sprint.
T-Vision.
I think Sprint is Hulu. I know Netflix. I know it for sure Netflix.
Metro PCS is Amazon Prime.
I
No,
know.
bullshit. Oh shit! Hold up. Sorry for the swear. I just thought about that. Verizon already has PS5, PlayStation Now, PlayStation Now. No, PlayStation Now or Network for free if you have Verizon service.
I'm not getting Verizon because they're too damn
Yeah,
expensive.
they lied.
And they're too damn expensive.
They're too damn expensive and they lied.
I like my
Verizon
T-Mobile.
already has that with PlayStation.
Oh, okay. Well, I know
I think
Verizon
it's
is huge.
PlayStation Now. I'm saying I think. I looked it up.
You could, I was gonna say, that's information that you can easily find.
So yeah, carriers do that with subscription services.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
Why can't video game companies partner with retailers?
I don't know.
Microsoft's
Maybe I
doing a
can-
smart move with GameStop though, because GameStop is, and even though the trading system sucks, it is the face of the video game industry. Still. It sucks to say that, right?
I wouldn't
The
say.
trading scheme, the cycle of life.
And them trying to upsell everything.
Dude.
We used to work there. We know how the
Yeah,
situation
but
is.
before cycle of life, they made it mandatory, and if you fail, you're done. You're in trouble.
Oh, I know
You
that.
you're not a part of the circle of life. It's like a cult, you know? You're not. Seek other employees. Die.
And plus the way they treat their employees nowadays. That's why I'm not a fan of them. The way they treat their employees too and all that.
PlayStation service. Let me see. Up. PlayStation Plus and Now. So if you're a heavy gamer and you mess with PlayStation, go to Verizon.
Or Fire.
PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now on us offer, and that's for Verizon. So yes, Verizon offers video game centric things. You got Metro PCS, which is technically based on a reverse merger with T-Mobile, but they have, I think, Hulu and Amazon Prime. T-Mobile, which is the start of everything, got Netflix, and they have their own TV service called T-Vision, however you want to pronounce it. By the way, it's pretty good. AT&T got shit.
Well,
HBO Max, which finally got smart.
I
They
love
have
HBO Max.
Okay, so that's, just imagine, that's mind blowing, right?
That would be pretty crazy, honestly. Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be nuts for, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Maybe Microsoft has something big planned for 2021. Who the fuck knows?
And they've done well with Game Pass. I have Game Pass Ultimate. I took advantage of an Amazon deal for $24.99 for 3 months. So I took advantage of that. And I am now. I don't put this on me, but I might get an Xbox because I'm gonna take advantage of the Game Pass.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't.
Like I said, for me, it doesn't have anything I want yet. Who knows? Maybe they might have something I want exclusive because I only buy systems for exclusives. That's how I.
Okay.
That's how I. Because I will always go PS5 no matter what. If a game is multi-console, it will always go. I'll always play it on PS5.
This laptop, I don't want to lug around and put it into the TV stand. So the only reason why I want to get an Xbox. I can literally take this, plug it into my TV, and use my PC as my gaming. I could.
I know. It's just for me, it's like, if a game is multi-system, I'll always play it on the Sony system. But if Microsoft has some exclusives, because the only time I bought a Microsoft system was the 360, because I had a ton of exclusives that I love.
Odyssey, Tales of
Vesperia at the time,
Vesperia,
Eternal
Lost
Sonata,
Island,
Blue Dragon,
Yep.
Lost Ark, like the Last
you were
Remnant.
finally an Xbox fan. You still didn't play multiplayer, but an Xbox fan.
No, because it had all those RPGs.
Hey,
that was
I had Xbox
exclusive.
when it first came out. I was there when I thought the circle of Xbox was a cup holder for your Coke.
The original Xbox has some
there.
games I love too. The original one too. Blinks. Remember Blinks?
All
The
Blinks.
cat?
Yeah, time travel.
Panzer, Dragoon, Orta. It's like they had all those games.
So Microsoft is good.
Ever since then, they did not have any games I want to play because all the games are like shooty games or like third-person shooty games. It's like I don't like. It's like I don't play those type of games. I know you love those type of games, but I don't. Sony has the games I like to play. Nintendo has the games that I like to play. Microsoft not yet. They did, but last generation they did it. I don't know if this generation. It's too early. Who knows? Maybe they might announce something on E3 and then be like, whoa.
Yeah, because now they're purchasing it. Discord. I feel that that's gonna go through. I don't feel that there's something that could hinder.
You don't think?
I don't think so.
We'll see.
I personally don't think that will be hindered. I personally think it will go through. I just feel that is very, very overvalued.
You haven't used
The
Discord.
billion,
You
yeah.
haven't used Discord the way we
Yeah,
have.
all I've been using is PlayStation 5 for parties and we chit chat. Sometimes I don't even like that because like I like to talk to random people while I'm playing. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where Discord is perfect.
No,
You
but
could do
not
things like
public.
that.
But yeah, with people that you already invite or boom. But you're saying as a community, everybody can dive into the community while you do it, which is cool.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, and I guess it's very important, and it's something that a lot of communities are looking forward to because Twitter just started Spaces. I only found out what Spaces was when I looked at the IGN, and that's literally a host, 2 guests, and everybody just chimes into the space, and it's all audio.
Community. People like that.
So, and I like.
They like being a part of
But when they invite me to
conversation.
parties, I'm like, okay, but we can't talk to others, or like Warzone, that's cool, but I still like to talk to teams through the game itself. But maybe it's a way that Microsoft's bandwidth can be controlled by using Discord as a backend, and that could be as a community. Like games could utilize Discord as a server, I think. Hit me, tell me if I'm right or wrong or a good idea, because I don't know. We just got a lovely dog.
Sure, everyone loves to see
I'm the
dogs.
bad guy because I took her away from the home, as a sale, but so it'll take some days.
As a say like that. I feel like he's an item. God.
Well, that's what
She's a part of your family now, not an
She is.
item.
She's not an item.
Not an item.
She's a family.
So don't say that again because that just made her like an item.
Hey,
You brought her to your home. You didn't have to say the money part. That's what I'm saying.
okay. My bad. Don't get me beat up. It's a loving family. I won't be attacked in any way, shape, or form. Canceled.
seemed like it wasn't much of a week this
I don't
week.
even want to hear me talking about my EA experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? They do surveys for that. EA Play.
You enjoying it?
I like it. I downloaded that, and Madden sucks, and I didn't start my Jedi Star Wars yet. But I want to connect it.
Oh, that's the new one, right? I bought that for the PS4. I haven't played it yet. I bought it because it was on sale for like $20. So I was like, I'll eventually play it.
There you go. They told me what to eat. No.
Oh God.
Sorry about that. It's only for love. It's only for love. I'm looking at breaking news that says Philly's now up for 30.
What is she doing?
No, she's trying to climbing. Yeah. You know, she's getting used to this. So I gotta train her. Okay, so let's look at it. Let's look at the top here. See, we missed a couple of things. And then 3DS was released 10 years ago.
Yeah, 3DS is 10 years old. Isn't that crazy, right?
And they don't release any 3D type of games anymore, huh?
Well, the 3DS, they don't make games anymore for it. Switch is Nintendo's main thing nowadays.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, they have to focus on that because because they stopped making games on the 3DS last year, I think, or the year before.
Ghost of
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That actually had the green light to be a film now.
We'll see how it's gonna work. Yeah, it's only gonna actually be made by the guy who does John Wick, the director of John Wick.
That's gonna be bloody as hell.
We'll see. I hope so.
And that makes me want to play the game. I haven't really dove into
I have it.
playing
I
the
own
game.
it.
Just what?
Not yet.
Yeah. How much games do you have it?
You don't want to know.
So he's got it. Really play it.
I will eventually. I have the PS5 now. I can get the upgrade graphics. Because I like those type of games. Oh yeah, Animal Crossing, the San Reno amiibos recently came out, and of course, they had their issues with selling out in like 1 minute.
So what do they do?
So pretty
Besides
much,
being collectors.
what they do is they add characters to your Switch. It's like little characters along with their furniture. The characters are on their card.
So they get furniture.
Yeah, and they get furniture too. But the thing is, it was Target exclusive, and it sold out in a minute. People were so angry. And then there was, of course, situations that happened where that people will go to the stores because pretty much what they made it is that you had to buy it online and pick it up at the store.
Yeah.
But there's some Targets that will not pay attention to that rule and let people come in and buy it anyway.
You gotta understand they're a big box and they actually get the communication. Nor did they knew it was gonna be that.
It was pretty messy for everything. Like for Target, for the customers, it was pretty messy. And of course, it's on eBay for like 3 times the price because eBay.
eBay, when they get, you know what I'm saying? When they get people get deployed, they go, hey yo, I got this for like $500.
But I will say,
what's the street value of these Animal Crossing?
they're like $6 a pack.
No, I'm talking about like on eBay.
Oh, I've seen it for like $60, $70, $80.
Oh, okay, alright. Alright, so $500, you know what I'm saying? Get the furniture with it.
But yeah, the characters are really cute, and there is actually a couple that I want to get myself. I'm not gonna spend like $60 or $70 on a pack though. That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I eventually want to get it. Maybe when they start releasing them again, who knows? But it was cute because San Reno is pretty much the Hello Kitty brand. There, so it's kind of like a Hello Kitty brand type of look,
Oh, nice.
adding it to Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's a little cute thing. Yeah, it's called, that's the San Reno. That's one of those Hello Kitty and all that. And it's really cute that they're doing that. And it's so popular that everyone wanted it, and it finally came out for Animal Crossing. It's just a limited thing, which kind of piss people off because it's like, why are you only gonna sell it at one location, Target? You couldn't go to Walmart, Gamestop, or anything like that. It has to be Target. I hate when they do things like that, honestly. Well, I guess
Like,
the whole exclusive thing.
and when we get more traction, you're gonna see I'm an exclusive. Like every week I come over with an exclusive. You know what I found? Hey, you know what I found? I found Hershey's strawberry ice cream.
Ela quer brincar com você, porque você é baby igual ela.
Dipped Rice Krispies.
Dipped Rice
And
Krispies.
chocolate. So when I like exclusives to merchants, let it happen. So you gotta go try to get these things. Let it happen. You gotta go to McDonald's, get the Pokemon cards. Let it happen. Let it happen.
She doesn't
Walmart,
feel like a
Pop-Tarts.
But how do you selling it for like 10 times the price.
The hustle's real in these streets.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? The hustle's real. What do you want? They're gonna have to do it. Come on. And I know how to sell it. I'm that guy. Hey yo, I got this a BoP meme that comes with like the recliner with the Hello Kitty logo. I got it for $99. Hit you with that offer up. The offer up. I'm saying you get a positive $90. Yeah, that's it. That's the reality.
Yeah, I guess. It's just, I don't know.
That's what's gonna happen. Unless if it's all digital somehow, some way. Look, why not? It's gonna be popular. And then what sucks is we're gonna discontinue it. Just like what happened with what's the damn system that was so damn popular they couldn't get their hands on it. Yes. The Super Nintendo one.
It was both. It was both.
It was both. But what was the worst one? Was it the original
Well,
one?
I think it was the original one because it was the first time they did something like that,
Okay.
and it kind of got messy.
Got real.
But with the
like,
Super Nintendo, it got a little bit. It was still limited, but it got a little better.
Yeah. So it was that bad. I was like, damn, they got nothing in stock.
Yeah, it was like $70, and it was selling it online for like $200.
And COVID hit. Switch was up at an average of like $550.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense because they got to make the money and capitalize on the demand. Same thing with Animal Crossing. You slack it, they already got it. Target put all the.
So what do you think about this? Now, I don't know if you know about this, because they released it last year.
Write these topics down so we can put it into the description because we're gonna need to talk. We can talk about subscription, shooting, GameStop acquisition, predictions.
I'm
Now
excited.
we're talking about Animal Crossing, Hello Kitty partnerships and those. And
What do you
now,
think? Because I
I'm
know
saying,
you like the
selling
whole
stuff in the street.
You like the whole exclusive thing. Now, Mario had their anniversary last year. And on Switch, they re-released the Mario 3D All-Stars, which is Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario 64, and Sunshine. They're stopping production of the game and stop selling it at the end of this month.
Oh shit!
They were supposed to. They started a thing. How do you feel about that?
I gotta get the game right now.
But how do you feel about Nintendo doing something like that?
Fucked. And then maybe a year it'll come out digital for the right price.
We don't know about that yet, but I suggest you get the copy of it right away because it ends on March 31st.
Yeah, I want to see if you can have it in stock.
I saw a bunch in Walmart. I bought it the first day.
Dude, no, I swear to you,
You have it till the 31st.
Buy two.
You would
I'm
have
gonna
it.
sell one.
What the funny thing is, I'm actually thinking about buying it.
Why you don't whisper? Nigga, everybody hears you.
Oh, I'm actually thinking about buying one myself, an extra one.
Then I'm gonna sell it.
Well, later, who knows?
Yeah, like,
But I'm gonna put it on the side.
I'm in the streets.
I'm gonna put it on the side. Because I was thinking about it, because who knows unless if they decide to sell the thing digital, because they're getting rid of the digital copy of it too. The digital and the main thing, they're getting rid of it
That's
March 31st.
Well, maybe they can release it digital only.
I don't know.
So you say, what's it called?
Super Mario 3D All Stars. 3D All Stars. Yeah, that's gonna stop March 31st.
Two in my cart.
I'm surprised you didn't know about that.
Because I wanted to get it. You know it's not that I couldn't, is I was stupid. I thought like, what was the one with the Bowser's Fury?
Oh, Super Mario 3D World.
Super Mario 3D World, I thought
Which I own
those
that one too.
three.
No, that's a separate game altogether. I own that one too.
Because I don't follow Switch like that. He does.
Oh,
So when I was
I'm
done
obsessed with it. I have so much Switch games.
I love my children, so I got in the game. And then I was like, well, and I told Rachel, well, they have like retro ones. I want to show you because she's learning the 3D platforming.
Yeah, because that's a 3D platform.
And then it's a 3D platform, but I'm like, they don't have other games?
The only one they have is Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. But it's worth it though. I enjoyed it. Like I played through it. It's good.
Yeah, so yeah.
It gives you a
it's good,
nostalgic bug.
But I want her to experience the first Nintendo 64 and then Mario Galaxy.
Which
and all
that's
those
Super Mario's.
Yeah. I'm not gonna purchase it now, but I'm going to double up and keep it in my cart. Shuts out the game.
Well, you have until the 31st, so you better not forget.
What's today?
The 27th.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, make sure you're
Next week. You said 31st, right?
31st. That's Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday's your last day.
My dumb ass be like, Thursday.
I'm just letting you know. You have it till
Text
then.
me, you dumbass. Like, what happened? What do I do?
Because you're dumb, you forgot to buy it.
Oh, I bought it.
And now it's gonna be like $120, $130
No, I'll be more than that. It's
on
Mario.
eBay.
You kidding me? And I'll include Super Mario cereal. Don't blame me. I'll put that value up.
You're funny.
What is the streets?
Hustler.
Whatever you do to get money, apparently.
I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler.
Cassidy.
That was the first thing I thought of. I told you, it's been light. The new Monster Hunter game came out. I have to pick up my copy tomorrow, which I'm excited about.
Monster Hunter?
The new Monster Hunter game, Rise.
Yeah.
It's for the Switch. I have to pick that copy up tomorrow. I was supposed to pick it up today, but I was at work. But then I had to come here for the podcast, and I was like, I'll pick it up tomorrow.
Final Fantasy, what's this? 11 reboot?
Canceled. It was.
Nothingness.
Yeah, it was a reboot that they were
That's 11,
planning
right?
on doing. Yeah, I love
I think
it.
it's 14. Isn't 14 popping?
Yeah. It was they were originally supposed to re-release it, but they didn't. Now they just outright canceled it because it's like
That's terrible.
they had other things to focus on. So it makes sense. Like I'm not completely mad about that because I personally don't like MMORPGs, so I'm not like
MMORPGs? Yeah.
I'm not a fan of those type of games.
Yeah.
They're too slow paced for me. You have to put way too much time into it.
It's an investment. It's an investment.
Well, I just can't do an investment like that. I don't got that time to do an investment like that.
You got time. You just don't want to do it.
Because I'd rather play a game that's static and has a story with it. Those type of things don't really have stories like that. They just have like somewhat a resemblance of a story, but not like a deep story.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just looking at more news. It's light. It's been light.
Yeah.
It's just the
The main one is, like I said, that Microsoft Discord thing. That was a huge one.
yeah, that's crazy. That's big.
Oh, that's going to be big. And then once it's announced next month that if they decide to buy or not, that's going to be some exciting news. We'll see how that works.
Oh, she's gonna hate me for like a week, man. That stinks.
Well, she's
She
going to
was
hate
just telling me that I went to go pet because I'm the one that took her away from her mom.
Oh.
Yeah. You know how bad that feels? Maybe if I relax and she comes, it'll be fine.
Maybe
I'll pet her, you know?
I want to show it to the audience.
Yeah. She's still learning. She just got.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe next week we'll show you. We'll show
I'm
you too.
surprised that I'm not saying I'm surprised I did it, but like, I'm surprised I did it.
I've done long trips to Pennsylvania before. I had a convention I go to.
How long did it take you?
5.5 hours, I think. We went to the Poconos.
Where's that?
It's in Pennsylvania, but it's like in the outskirts of Pennsylvania. I think. I'm not exactly sure where's Pennsylvania. Poconos.
The Poconos. PA. Pocono Pines or Summit Township Lake.
It's the Kalahari. It's at the Poconos.
I'll put Pines just to get an idea. Oh, you went further. No, that's not. Where's Pennsylvania? Where's Pennsylvania? Hell is it? This is where we went. We went here. We went further actually.
Yeah, so you probably went further, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I know our trip is about like a 5.5 hour
It
trip.
projected 6 hours and a half.
But you probably driven
We got
like
there 5
90
hours.
miles an hour.
No. Hey, it said 70 miles per hour. That's the first time I've seen that. So I said 80.
You go 80, 85.
Connecticut's the only one because when you go 75,
Oh, they on you.
no, if you go 75, that's a felony. It's considered
Yeah,
reckless
I
driving.
know, yeah.
So like, I have to reduce the speed. But there was so much states in Pennsylvania, like it was just like, but it's like they pulled out and go, hey, don't do that. Like, no, like they didn't do much. They were just like, hey, no, you know. But I left it real early in the morning, and then soon came back. Welcome home. And then bam. And now we have luck. Which is great. So what games you playing?
Right now, I'm still, now I'm on to Trail of Cold Steel 2 now.
Cold Steel 2.
Yeah, because I just finished one not too long ago, so I just started
Why don't you
2.
stream? Log in on Twitch. Use the login on that and just
I have to
stream.
figure out how to do
Because
that.
people like story, they want to ask those stories. And you could do text to speech. So you can have it when somebody's typing, you could hear it
Oh,
and you could answer it.
I can do that with the PS5? Oh, I don't have a camera though. I have to get one.
You don't need it. Well, you don't need it.
Oh, I don't need a camera.
No, they
Okay,
just
good.
see it, and then you can.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, because
So,
I was like, I don't have a camera. Because I know with the PS5 you need a special camera.
I'm still I'm not getting a battle pass because I just realized there's 26 days left, and I just grinded to get my 1,000 points
Yeah.
to not spend money. But the battle pass, I'm not buying them until season 3 comes out. And I'm still hunting that LC10. I'm a submachine gun guy. I love quick. I love go. That's what I do. So the LC10 is a nice fit. So that's what I'm playing currently. But I had been playing. Let's talk. Because now I'm gonna get. You did this. With your storytelling years ago, you did this. I played Final Fantasy VII.
Mm-hmm.
I watched you play Soccer Frontier.
One of my favorite games of all
Okay.
time.
There was other storyline games, Legend of Gaia. Watched Vinny the Rager. He played that.
I love that one too. Don't forget that.
And then I love those types of games. And then I had some kind of games. Bloody Roar. Please bring that back. Dead or Alive, Tekken, and all that. And then I went to multiplayers and shooters when I was introduced with the LAN party with Halo.
I always stayed with platformers and RPGs
So,
myself.
with that said, then I realized I put all the things to the side. I go, multiplayer is a shit because you can play with the community. Excuse me. You can play with the community. You can play with random. It was so mind blowing that Xbox Live did this. You could just talk to random people. I could still sit there and just sit for 5 minutes, just like, damn, that was a good time, man. We just hooked up the multiplayer on Xbox Live and did our thing. So then I was always committed to everything that I wanted to play had to multiplayer.
And you always thought I was weird. I never played.
Yeah, because it's a new experience. Talk to people. You know,
I talk to people outside. I don't need to do that through playing a game.
people.
Not through playing a game.
So we did that, and that was from then. And now I'm seasoned. I've grown up.
Seasoned.
I am grounded. And now I'm like.
Now you're getting back into the story
Now
games.
it's like-
Now you understand why I love them.
Okay.
Now you understand why I love them,
Let's
huh?
talk.
Now you understand why I love them.
No, but look, I'm now realizing, and I'm blaming this on some particular snowflakes, those that are very sensitive to speech. Because I'll tell you, because you don't get it. Call of Duty multiplayer lobbies, back in the day, was the most ruthless, shit-talking cesspool of disrespect known to me.
It was pretty bad.
Pretty. They have YouTube compilations of the most hilarious shit we see and hear through Xbox. Okay?
You used to say some of those things.
Oh,
yourself.
absolutely.
I know you
You
did.
know what?
I know you
It
used to
was
say
great.
those things.
It made you obey.
Oh,
It made you get the insults and fire them back. It was great. And it was great. It started to evolve. And then it started, okay, let me tell you a story. And shout out to Vinny the Rager. PlayStation Home was a
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
social community-based avatar running around community that Sony wanted to entertain.
It's kind of like a second rate, like Second Life.
It was like a
PC.
multiplayer version of The Sims, but not really. It was very closed off. They had like the mall and they had the lobby, which is the outside and all that stuff. And when they first released it, they had Bluetooth enabled. So when you walk up to somebody, the audio, like if you have AirPods, I guess I know that's the feature. I've seen a lot of people with AirPods, but I guess when you have AirPods, somebody's talking to you, it lowers the volume and you can talk. And then
Yeah, it has that special kind of feature.
Sony had that with their Bluetooth audio. Okay, so when you walk to a crowd, you slowly hear like you're in the mall and you chat, which is great. And then when you leave, you hear the distant boom. It created the realism, which is fantastic. People abused, and then I'm gonna say it, Vinny the Rager. I'm gonna say it, and I hope you watch it, and I'm gonna share it. And I'm gonna tag you after this. This dude took the Bluetooth headset. Mind you, I knew there was a feature, but I couldn't get a hold of it.
Be careful what you say.
He walks. Man, I've been swearing this whole time. So.
Oh, okay.
He put it on. He's running around, and then people are just hanging out. When you're in the gaming world, you know what the gaming world version of a girl stands for, right? What is it? Put you on blast. What does girl stand for in massive multiplayer online or just online in general? Guy in real life.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. So people are using female avatars, right? And you don't know who they are. This time, this was a lady. He just walks around and he's like, "Hey guys, just mess around." He's like, "Hey, nice shoes. Wanna beep?" And then she starts laughing. Everybody starts laughing. He runs. That type of behavior. No less than 18 hours later, they removed the feature and said, it was a strain on the Bluetooth. It was a strain on bandwidth. Never again did the Bluetooth technology came back to PlayStation Home. And then at that point, I was like, I don't want it anymore. I want to talk to people. It would have been so cool. No, my best friend fucks it up. The opportunity where I could communicate. Maybe I should have went outside a little bit more and talk to friends, but hey, it was a cool feature. So they removed it. And so then when that happened, and then people just didn't like, people are antisocial now, online. Like, I get it if you're antisocial in the world, but you're online.
Some people, I don't know.
Why are you quiet? Yes, I get it. There's other people that play random tunes in the background. You want to mute them, or tell them to shut up and feedback. The feedback. Sometimes I'm running around and they get a kid and they say something slick. I say, it is what it is. And they're my team. I'm number one in their team. And I'm just quiet, I'm chilling. So I get it, but I'm older. So I'm not going to entertain loose slipping kids or immature teens. But one day I want to. And one day I should have the privilege to. PlayStation 5 just has a feature now that actually records your audio in your party chats.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's sensitive and I don't like it.
Oh, really?
It's stupid.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't
Okay.
be. It's not like I want to be like I'm very vulgar. But if I get sniped, then I go, fuck you, stupid jerk mother.
You can't say
I
that.
don't get flagged. Nah, 7 days. So that's where we are potentially out with PlayStation 5. Xbox has that, but I don't think they have a recorded audio yet. Maybe they snuck that in and it'll come out. But PlayStation 5 made it known that, hey, your audio will now be recorded and used for feedback. So we don't know how that's going to work. So I feel that now it's all antisocial, so I don't get it. I don't get why are they now quiet online? Which now puts me to the Discord argument. What do you think they're going to do with Discord if people remain quiet? They'll go with their own community. I get it. What about out playing randoms? You're playing with randoms. Talk. I go on Warzone.
I get what you mean.
Like Warzone and people that play Warzone, most of them talk, some of them don't. When you're playing multiplayer, just playing multiplayer on Call of Duty, most of them don't talk. You got one or two people. Out of 12 and 16 people, 2 talk?
Well, it seems like other titles like Fortnite, lots of people talk on that. Among Us, of course, a lot of people talk on that. So I guess it depends on the game.
So, my original thing, we just got lost the train of thought, but what I was trying to say is I missed that, but because it's that, and I'm playing, and then sometimes my fans ain't playing, so I'll just play a little, and then I'll play story-driven games.
Mm-hmm.
We showed the wife Heavy Rain.
So
I have PlayStation Now. I am now playing Detroit.
Yes, love
The
that.
graphics on that, boy.
Such a good game.
I
I
haven't
enjoyed
felt
it.
so good doing chores.
Yeah, that's all.
Like it grabs you in a different way. Like you're an Android now, and this dude is disrespecting, and you're like, yo, I don't want to clean the dishes. That's the mission. Clean the dishes, throw the trash. You got all this beer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's a story too that it ties into that. So I'm digging that. And it's streaming the graphics. That's for PS4. Now imagine if they have that remade for PlayStation 5. I think I'll be the sucker to be excited of remasters for PlayStation 5 because of the DualSense controller.
Yeah.
Of how they would do it. But first party titles, like The Last of Us, like Gun Jams now, like Deathloop's gonna have, Detroit Become Human, where emotions could trigger or anger could trigger, like things could happen like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But now Beyond Good and Evil, right?
Yeah, Beyond Good.
That's another one. Is it Beyond Good and Evil?
Which one?
The game, Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh, the one that's like
Beyond Two Souls.
Oh, Beyond Two Souls. Yes.
That's
yes.
what I meant. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's the one that was starring Elliot Page. Yes, that one.
Yes. That's the next game I'm gonna play after I'm done with Detroit.
That's
so
a really good one too.
Story-driven games.
Yeah, I played those 3 games. I love those type of games, and yeah, you're loving them, right? Don't you love the stories in them and stuff?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And you like being in control of it, and depending on what you do, will change the story.
Yeah, I like
because
how
if you
what
fuck up in
could've
one
been.
area, it could fuck you up in the story in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Michelle. Yeah, so the story driven game. So she's playing Heavy Rain. I don't know if she's gonna dive into that. Then I'm playing Detroit, Become Human, and then after we're playing Beyond.
Yes, like I said, you're gonna love Beyond Two Souls.
And now I'm excited to see what other story driven games can play with an exclusive PlayStation controller.
There's a lot.
I'm excited for that. It's odd.
Life is Strange. You should definitely do that.
That one too.
Like especially it comes out remastered later in this year.
So that
definitely do that because I think you guys will freaking love that. Because I love the game.
Yeah.
You guys will
and
love
even if
it.
you watch the trailer, that's like you're watching a show.
Exactly. And then you're playing an interactive TV show. That's what you're doing. Interactive TV show.
Just eat it. Oh, that? There you go.
So that's why I'm glad you're understanding my love for him. I'm glad.
It took me Final Fantasy VII years ago to play and get hip to story. I now play the Final Fantasy Remastered, and now I'm back to story.
I'm glad that you are.
Squaresoft does too.
Don't look at her.
Squaresoft has that power. It always has that power in me.
And now I get why you play. You get in your own zone.
Because you get into your zone, understand you love the story. It's like you're playing interactive like TV shows, books, movies. That's what you're doing.
Like that, yo.
Exactly.
Quantum Dream, is that the?
That's one for That's one for Xbox, I think.
Is it? Quantum Dreams of that developer?
Yeah.
No.
No. I'm sorry. It's the developer. Yeah, they make those type of games, like story-driven games. Yeah.
I mean, keep going because there's a market for it. There's literally a market.
People love games like that. Like I said, it's sold well, and like I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad.
I'm surprised myself, but I gotta play. Because obviously PlayStation 5 there's a couple of games and that's it. We don't know what's other exclusives. So I'm gonna get into that Ghost because they're gonna make it a movie. I gotta beat Last of Us because they're gonna make it a sitcom.
Not sitcom. Sitcom, that's like a comedy.
Series,
you mean a TV series?
Same thing.
It's not gonna be no Friends. This is actually like not Friends, okay? This is not gonna be a Friends.
Isn't it so big? You wouldn't expect it to be this big.
But I'm saying like,
Right?
like I feel good putting on the PS5, playing a little COD. Because if I get the LC10, I have to raise that gun level. Once it's maxed, I'm waiting till 63, so I got nothing else to play. I don't care for the other things. I just want that one item. So I'll go play my story-driven games. Detroit, bang that out, and I'm gonna do Beyond. And I think she's gonna love that because it's more of a story.
Very.
And then Life Strange comes out, purchase that. I still need to beat Horizon. I'm personally probably gonna beat it. I don't know why. I don't.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Horizon's good.
Yeah, it's
I know
good.
it is. I'm just.
Get to it.
I don't feel like doing stuff. Like I'm just being lazy at that.
Stop being lazy. Get to
But
it.
now that I'm so hit to the story things, I'm like.
And now you're gonna be focusing on story. Now you're gonna be under. Exactly. Oh, I know. It's like the whole like cyberpunk, futuristic type of thing.
And then they greet you. Welcome back.
Well,
Bitch.
I mean, there are androids there.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
But I'm glad you're enjoying it. It makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm back.
You're finally
Yeah.
enjoying those type of things because
I've been
playing games like that for years, and I'm happy that you're actually getting back to it. And now you can play all those games that I used to play back on the thing, because now it's on like PlayStation now.
And sometimes I actually watch you, and I tried to do it with PlayStation 5, but I don't think I was able to. I wanted us because with PlayStation 4 you could share. You would dive into a party and share the game. I like to see what you're playing. And a couple times I wanted to do that.
Yeah. Because the one I'm playing right now, it literally like you're playing an anime, and I freaking love it. And it's like all the story they have, like the surprises, all the tropes and stuff. It's like you're literally playing an anime, and it's amazing. I'm having so much fun with it.
That's good.
That's why and they literally I just beat number 1. Number 2 takes place a month after number 1, so it's like cohesive.
That's crazy.
And I love that.
Yeah, and that sells because like you got to get the series 2. You're not gonna get like a prequel or like 6 years.
Exactly.
And it's like okay, but now it's like 1 month after. Oh snap!
And this one has 3, and I have this has 4 in the series, and I have all 4. So I literally I'm going through the whole thing until I'm done with the whole series.
So yeah, I'm gonna say thank you because now I see the value story.
Now you see it now. Good, I'm happy.
And then while I'm doing that, June 10th, Yuffie comes out.
Oh, Yuffie, yeah.
Yuffie. She comes out. So
and you'll be able to enjoy that once that comes out on the PS5 that we have.
And that kind of shifted me to do other games. I couldn't beat Aerith in one fight.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, damn, I couldn't beat her. I couldn't do it. And then now I have to stop, and then I have to go about going.
Right here.
Oh, she's over there.
Here.
Yeah, she'll learn.
She'll learn.
She'll learn. That's the trial and error.
Oh.
Game collector reaches new heights as early Super Mario Bros. Sells for
Bad girl.
372K bid.
Did they shoot?
Super Mario Bros.
Oh yeah, the original one.
700.
No.
372K. Jesus.
It's original. It's sealed. And it's graded. Those people are collectors like that. I'm not at that point of collection. I'm not that crazy because I also don't have that kind of money to do that. But you know, I want like complete sets, but I don't want like mint clothes thing because if I do that, I'll never be able to think because I have to be rich to do something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was rich, maybe I'll get to that point. But
Oh,
I'm not
another
at that
update
point.
too. Through Xbox Live, with all this Discord and Xbox Live talk, Microsoft begins removing paid Xbox Live requirements for free-to-play games, as well as the actual Xbox.
Yeah, they wanted to do that a while ago.
They should have done that a while ago.
Yeah, because even PlayStation doesn't do that.
They had it for free and then they put it as paid. They separated both. They're like, all right, if you want to chat with your friends, you have to pay Xbox.
Yeah, which is,
Live.
I think that was bullshit that they did that. I was like,
with Discord, which
how-
they fix.
how, like even Nintendo doesn't do that, and they like to do things like that, and Xbox did it, and they finally changed it. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because I know that kind of pisses off people. It's like, how are you gonna make me play a game that's already free, and you're gonna make me pay monthly in order to interact with it?
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
They shouldn't have done that, and that was a system that.
Like if
was
it's something like
built for
WoW
infrastructure.
that you pay monthly for, that makes sense. But not for something like that's free.
It had to be something with their back end, the infrastructure. You know what I'm saying?
I
It
guess.
had to be.
But still, it was just like that was very anti-consumer.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. That's one thing to read. Qualcomm, which is a chip maker for phones primarily, is reportedly building a Nintendo Switch clone powered by Android. Courtesy of
That's gonna be interesting.
Where is this at? Ars Technica. Let's see. Here's a report. The device would be a gaming-focused tablet with serious cooling and detachable side controllers. The Switch is powered by NVIDIA Tegra system on chip with Nintendo's top flight game designers, while the Qualcomm game console would be powered by the Snapdragon chip and run Play Store games. Qualcomm apparently plans to launch this thing in Q1 of 2022. So they're gonna have their own.
This is not coming to
Tablet.
America, right?
It is.
It is. That's gonna be interesting.
It is. It's gonna be its own tablet based
Oh,
on their own
okay.
system on the chip.
So yeah, it should be
Showcasing
interesting.
the company's Snapdragon chipsets and sell traditional.
It probably won't be a contender for any of the game systems. Don't
No,
have
it's just
doubt it.
probably a tablet.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're trying to make it a clone, you know what I'm saying? That
Well, I
is,
mean, the way the Switch fits and plays and stuff like that, I can understand why they're trying to do that.
Yeah. The dog's here knows it. She's like, what's that? What's that? It's crazy. Well, what is she doing? She's talking on the phone?
Yeah,
Okay.
being loud.
Eating all that good. Family, eating all that good. So,
Yeah, I think.
there's really,
As I told you, there's not much going on right now.
yeah, there's nothing.
But I think we
really
did,
happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing really happened. But we did have some great discussions.
Yeah, 100%. I
Especially
think it
the
was great.
potential of what Microsoft is going to be doing
With Discord.
with the forgetful partnership that they have with Gamestop.
We'll see.
So,
Like I said, that's going to be a future thing. We have to see and see how that's going to work.
we're going to see how that works. So let's conclude this.
Yeah.
And then next week, hopefully there's some major news, and we're going to get this going and get this popping
Mm-hmm.
and talk more predictions.
Exactly.
And everything else as far as other games and gameplay and other reviews, and then hopefully it works flawlessly the first 30 minutes, so we can get breaking news first.
Yeah.
So what did we went over? We went over Microsoft Discord,
Microsoft Discord, Reggie leaving.
Reggie random out. So we didn't really dive into that because I'm kind of clueless as to why.
I dove into that. That was what I focused on the first half hour. So, Balan's release of thing and having their issues.
What happened? What happened?
Because both of them were
Luma.
in there.
Luma, why you rapping? We here. Come here. the subscription.
Microsoft and Discord. Don't forget
Microsoft and
that.
Discord mainly, and then we talked about the potential of what GameStop could do to save ass with the partnership with Microsoft from October 8th.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Chewy's former Chewy executive goes towards what's happening? What happened, Luma? What happened? They come. Don't worry. No, love me. I love you too. And then what else? And then the storyline games and playing, just diving into other different type of games. So, next week, 7:30 p.m. Saturday.
Yes.
Better get it going. Make sure you follow us, B.o.P on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. I will stream some COD, some maybe Detroit Become Human. You're probably gonna stream some.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Interact, sharing is caring at the end of the day. That's why we're here. News, rants, and IOOs. Again, this is Killer Whisk.
This is Outlandish.
And peace out, home skillets. Sharing is caring. We out. And stop it, if I can. Oh, shocked me. She shocked me.
What shocked you?